Hello friend, it's Amy Tangerine. Welcome back to my studio, my channel. I am so excited to show you this plan with me because it's been a while and I want to share some of my favorite techniques and supplies as of late. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it and be sure you're subscribed. We are going to explore planning for August, setting intentions, and welcoming in a fresh new month. Here are the supplies I am planning on using. This is the Altenew watercolor set. I love this set. This Altenew fine liner pen set, which also has a brush pen, some scissors, any sharp scissors will do, this Tombow adhesive, this pack of Tombow dual brush pens, Very Berry, such a fun set. And also I wanted to pull in an ink, Peachy Keen. I also end up using black as well. This Fresh Start stamp set, an acrylic block. And I'm trying to limit my supplies, but I had to pull this new stamp set from my workshop called Color Your Life with Altenew. This Shine On Mask with Altenew is part of that class kit, that workshop kit, which I will link below too because we are going to have so much fun in that workshop. This little blender brush, and the August printable for Map Your Month. I love this printable. It's so vibrant and fun, and it has all kinds of really cool elements that I think you'll have fun playing with. So you can grab anything that you have supply-wise. I don't stress using the exact same supplies I have at all, but I do want to show you the process of putting this together. This Shine On stencil was something that I designed exclusively for the Color Your Life workshop with Altenew, and some of those projects have become my favorite ones I've created in a long time. So if you are interested in joining for that workshop, please see the link below, and I've linked all the supplies that I could to below as well. Here is the ink and the little blender brush, and I'm just dabbing it and placing it down with the stencil here. And you can definitely use some washi tape to secure it, but I was just using my fingers to hold it in place. And as I'm dabbing and brushing, look at that. It's so cute. You can also blend different colors too, but I really wanted to try to focus on just pulling one ink color to use for this whole time. Now, I don't know if you have been following along on my studio journey, but the time has come when we're actually going to be packing it up to do the renovations. So I really want to take this time to be mindful and intentional about the supplies I'm using and hopefully limit them to only the ones that I really, really need and want to play with for the next 3 or 4 months. We'll see how that goes. Here is the circle. So I did the rays first, and I'm putting the sun in the center. And then what I decided to do was add the additional rays in between. And I don't mind if it's offset. It's not meant to look perfect. And that was the whole purpose of the design, to be honest with you, is I really wanted you to have fun with it and be playful around it and not choose to strive for perfection. I'm making this a little bit darker so that there is a little more contrast, and I love the way that's turned out. So now I'm grabbing the printable, and I know I want to use this for sure. I'm just cutting these pieces apart kind of loosely at first. Did anybody experience this summer completely flying by faster than any previous summer? I know it's because I'm getting older and time seems like it's flying faster, but I even asked Jack, who's 9 years old, and he feels like time is going by really, really quickly these days. So I'm not sure what that is. Let me know in the comments if you feel that resonates with you too, because I have just been experiencing this time sort of flying by, not in a bad way. I'm definitely savoring things, and maybe I'm really intentional about how I spend my time, which is why it feels like it's going by so quickly. Here is the Trust the Process and Beautiful Unfolding piece, and I want to have it in this lower corner for sure. But what I do want to do beforehand is establish a base, because I have that masking, the stencil pieces, the little triangles. I do also want to add watercolors. As you know, I love adding splotches, and I think that this will be a fun opportunity to do so. Adding a little bit of water to this pan right here, and then I'm just drawing or brushing on the pigment straight across. A lot of times people ask, well, how do you decide? And I really follow my intuition and sort of allow myself to play and be open to what I'm feeling and how I'm feeling. Look at that rich color. Oh my goodness, it looks so beautiful. And because I'm not cleaning my brush off too thoroughly, you'll see that the other color was picked up at the bottom. And so you can blend intentionally, accidentally, and allow for the process of unfolding, exactly what that printable says. Trust the process and beautiful unfolding. Now I'm taking this darker blue and I'm going to lift up this page so I can just dab along the edge here. And this is just a nice little detail that you can use for any project that you're working on. I love how the color sort of runs a little bit unevenly. I don't know how it's going to dry. Be open to the unexpected. I love the fact that sometimes things turn out completely different, especially in watercolor, and it's okay to allow for that process to happen as it will, naturally, as it dries. Taking Peachy Keen and this stamp, and I'm going to add some background splotches. As you know, I love filling in the background just to sort of establish a foundation to the crafting. You don't have to do this, but I find working in layers, however it makes sense to you, is a great way to allow for the process of the unfolding. Allow yourself to say, hey, I might want to put that there. And I found that this butterfly that says, what makes you feel free, fits really perfectly right here on this page that's already printed. And so does this enjoy the ride down here. So you can add journaling for sure, but I really wanted to allow the fact that this is going to be on the left side, more room for journaling, and the right side is more of the sentiments that give you guidance and assurance. So I'm taking the black ink and I'm stamping this plus signs grouping right here because I realized that I don't want to write over there on that green particularly, and I'm going to balance it out by adding it to the right side as well. Now, I thought about adding one more cluster on this spread somewhere, but then I decided to put it onto this part of August right here on the monthly. Now, typically I like things to appear in threes or odd numbers, but I feel like this is pretty balanced out. So the A list cutout is going to go here, and then I'm going to add more cutouts throughout this monthly spread. I'm just covering up that notes because I don't need it to be there. I actually would rather have make the whole place shimmer. My assistant was in the studio and she suggested that quote because I had the jewels there and I wanted to say something about aren't you a gem, but I really love the idea that we can make our surroundings glow and shine and shimmer, and understand that this is just the beginning and you can have it all. I love that piece of cake there because of the saying, you can have your cake and eat it too, or you can't have your cake and eat it too. I don't even know what the saying is, but I believe you can have it all. So I'm granting you permission to accept that. Ready to Start is going to be on today, which is the 1st of August. Oh, this is so exciting to be able to do this in real time. One of my favorite pieces on the printable is this cluster of acrylic blobs. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks dimensional and it looks like it's textured. And I don't think you could actually get that effect right fully if you were to put the paint down because it would dry bumpy. So that is a fun thing to have. And what you need to let go of is going here, because I'm going to fill it in for yesterday. I love this quote: "We do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience." And I want to create memorable moments on Friday and overlap it with Thursday. Here are all the pieces that are left from the printable. I love maximizing our supply usage. I also want to take the stencil once again and add these arrows because it feels like it's go time. Maybe one of the reasons too I've noticed is that even though I'm forward thinking, I'm really present these days. And maybe that's another reason the time seems to be flying by, because I'm enjoying the present moment, and I drop into the present moment and really try to savor as much of what is around me. I haven't been that great about social media at all. I'm really trying to be intentional about how I'm living my life, and also I really have this strange balance because I want to share so much with you all. This fine liner brush, for example. The A-list idea is that I'm going to try and come up with a bunch of A words for August. And one of the things I really always intentionally ask for is abundance of the good things. So instead of trying to put that down every single month, I'm changing it up and I'm saying abundance of amazing news. I don't know if you all have experienced lots of bad news lately, but I think it's just a part of life. And so I'm ready for some amazing news to come in. And here is how it's looking. I really love the way the elements all work together. There's so much room for possibilities. Doesn't it feel spacious to you? Doesn't it feel encouraging and optimistic and full of opportunity? You have the freedom to stick with what works or make changes if you want. It's your choice. This feels really abundant with potential. Make the whole place shimmer. This is just the beginning. You are full of creative potential and you can have it all. Tell them Amy Tangerine told you so. So no matter what supplies you're using, I hope you enjoyed seeing this plan with me and the stage set for an abundant and amazing August. There was something that I did want to add. I normally do the journaling here with you, but I really wanted to leave it open, and I did just want to write one sentiment that I believe we can all take to heart, and that is, I am allowing and available to even better possibilities for the highest good of all concerned. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking the time. Be sure you're subscribed here on YouTube and to my newsletter, as I'll be sharing the final page with newsletter subscribers only. Hope you feel inspired to get those creative juices flowing, and be sure to join in for Color Your Life if you haven't already signed up. The kit is amazing and it's going to be so fun.